Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to California Raceway Video by golly here at the Bakersfield Speedway tonight, May 20th, 1995. 4 divisions on the card. We have the late models, the modified street, the hobby stocks, and the legends. Legends, first time on the track here. They run a 1200cc Yamaha engine, it's a spec no-touch engine, as well as a Yamaha transmission and a recycled Toyota rear end. And these guys are real quick. They're scaled down old 1932, 1940 type Chevrolet and Ford sedans, and they're real cute. They haul butt real quick. They don't weigh a whole lot, around 1,100 pounds. So all of that action about to unfold here. Drivers meeting just getting underway. And so compliments of the race doctor here, your host Mike Mosier and Jeff Christensen, California Raceway Video. Sit back, take your shoes off as all the action unfolds here tonight with big time racing. Let's do it. The number 83 of Terry Brewer setting the pace now into turn 3. RPM starting to build. Feel the thunder as they come out of turn 4. We're on the gas. Brewer first into turn 1, down low, loops it at the apex. Jeff Houston also turns it around to save that front end. Ruthie Reed getting crossed up down the back chute. And Ben Mock, your leader, we stay green. Track just a little moist yet. Car sliding up in that upper. Trahan gets loose in turn 2 all by himself. Your leader now out of turn 4, the 77 car of Ben Mock. Up into the wall over there, turn 2, the 61 car got real high. Gathered it back up. Mike Sparks out of Taft, California. The number 53 of Frank Reed running third, and Billy the Boot Outhouse Irwin now fourth on the bubble. As 4 qualify to the main, Irwin now on the bubble with Crazy Kenny Hammonds running 5th. Frank Reed bobbles a bit out of 4, opens the door for Irwin. Side by side off turn 2, and Reed has a half a car length advantage. Hammonds takes a look underneath Irwin. Five laps down, 3 remaining. Irwin looks to the high side into 3, drops it down low underneath the 53 car, Frank Reed. Your leader down the back chute. Irwin takes a look underneath Reed off turn 2, side by side action off the corner. Irwin up close into a white flag action. Your leader off turn 2, the 77 car, Ben Mock, running second, the 61 of Mike Sparks. Third is the 53 of Frank Reed. And your winner, Ben Mock, the white 61 of Mike Sparks, second. Off turn 4, a race for third, Frank Reed, third. And your final qualifier in the 01, Billy, the Boot Outhouse Irwin. So there's your winner, round 1 qualifying for the hobby stocks, that pretty plum and yellow number 77, your driver, Ben Mock. Next row inside, the green numbers, or the black number 66 with the green numbers, that's James Deedy. Also the yellow number 2 car out of Bakersfield, the Flying Hawaiian, Roger Remy. And then finally in the number 5 car, a car that's been out with many, many drivers over the past few years. Driving tonight, your driver, Brian Reed. Lights out, we look to go green. 8 laps, top 4 qualified to the main. Well, green flag lit. The number 14 car jumps in the lead. He's first into turn 1, off turn 2. Your leader, Rick Henderson, on the high groove with a little RPM coming on. The 49 car of Lloyd Reed. Reed running the upper groove, sticks it nose down low. Comes out second. Running third, Travis Grigsby in the 0 car. Grigsby gets a love tap from Jerry Morgantini. The Flying Hawaiian on the lower apron got into loose stuff out of turn 2. Lloyd Reed in the number 49 car running second, now starting to track your leader in, Rick Henderson. The number 5 sticks it down low into turn 3. Brian Reed. Grigsby gets a left tap from Morgantini. Side-by-side action down into turn 2. It's Grigsby and Morgantini. And Morgantini now running third. On the bubble, the number 5 car of Brian Reed. Lloyd Reed in the number 49 car, right on the backside of Henderson. Henderson pushes a bit at 4, opens the door for Reed. Reed hits it across start-finish line, side by side with Henderson. Henderson up high, Reed down low. So now your new leader, the 49 car of Lloyd Reed, followed by Rick Henderson as a white flag comes out one more time around. The number 5 car of Brian Reed running third, and the last to qualify out of this qualifier will be the 76P of Morgantini. Your winner, Lloyd Reed. The 14 car of Rick Henderson second, Brian Reed third, and Jerry Morgantini fourth. The Flying Hawaiian, Roger Remy, finishes up 5th. Will have to go into the semi-main to qualify up. But Lloyd Reed, with a good battle on the backside of Henderson, finally took over and won that main event, sponsored by A1 Springs. On the pole, you'll find the number 30 car out there. Out of Lindsay, California, your driver, Mike Morgan. Outside front row, the number 69 car out of Bakersfield, Virgil Riddle. Inside second row, the number 32 car, sponsored in by Greenfield Tire, your driver, Ronnie Schmidt. Outside second row, the lady driver, sponsored in by Tire Exchange, Lacey Laura Ferris. Third row inside, you'll find the number 37 car, sponsored in by Lorries by Nail, your driver, gentleman, Tim Bewley. Outside third row, the number 25 car, known as the Front Yard Dog, sponsored in by California Raceway Video, your driver, Roger Herrick. Lights out, we're on the no green, look out. Starter plus Taylor looked him over and said, no way, Buckwheat, you guys are not in proper order. Wisely held the flag back. These guys will get into a lineup and get back underway here. Rest of the lineup goes with the number 11 car out of Bakersfield, 1994 Driver of the Year, Speedy Steve Cargill. Also the number 24 car, your driver, Adam Wren. And the 16 car out of Bakersfield, Darren Danny Lewis. So there's the starting grid. Lights out, we'll look to go green next time around out of turn 4. And we're on the green. Virgil Riddle with a lot of power down the main chutes. First one in turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Big rush going into turn 3. The number 30 car gets crossed up sideways. Lacey Laura Ferris up against the wall. The number 30 car, Mike Morgan, currently running second. Right behind him, putting a charge on, is gentleman Tim Bewley. Bewley makes the pass down the back chute. Roger Herrick up to that 4th and final transfer spot in the 25 car. Herrick on the top side of Morgan. You pick up a lot of RPM up there, and now Herrick up to 3rd. Morgan now on the bubble. Danny Lewis trying to take over that 4th qualifier. Danny Lewis on the top side, Mike Morgan down low. And Lewis finds that second groove. That groove was working last week, and again we find it working this week. Cargill and Ronnie Schmidt make a little bit of contact. Look out, Laura Ferris up high into turn 1, hits the wall. Glances off, keeps her going. Schmidt gets on the backside of Morgan. Morgan unable to lose handle on it. Cargill with his nose underneath Schmidt, trying to make a move, looks to the high side, down the back chute into turn 3. Herrick up high down the back chute. Virgil Riddle off turn 4, your leader. White flag action. Gentleman Tim Bewley in that bleacher bum special 37. Running second, takes a look underneath of Riddle. Oh, Bewley got a piece of Riddle, and Herrick on the high side, a wreck in turn 4. Look out! Oh my gosh. Mike Morgan loses a wheel in turn 4 as Herrick made a pass down the back chute when Bewley got involved with Riddle. Yellow flag action, checkered combination indicating the race is over. I'll see if I can find the finishing rundown on those positions. The 16 car comes to us by the way of Porterville. Your driver, Steve Smotherman. The number 17 car, sponsored by American Truck Parts and Eagle Snacks out of Porterville. He was your 1994 track champion, your current points leader with 5 main event wins. Slippery Steve Noland. And the 00 car out of Bakersfield, your driver, Chuck Joslin. Lights out, we're looking to go green this time around. No green, look out, a hammer going down. Look out, oh my gosh. Chuck Joslin came in hard in the driver's side door of Steve Smotherman, drops his bumper there. As Steve Johnson came around to take the green flag, was way out in front, and it was a no-go, wisely pulled off by your starter with Steve Johnson, way too fast of a lead. Is that you're all lined up and squared off out of 4, we'll go green. Nice drive, Danny. Lights out, engines revving, and we're on the gas. Bo Earnshaw hammers it into turn 1, hooked up high in the upper groove off turn 2, your leader. Earnshaw with a lot of muscle into 3. Beautiful corner action for Earnshaw. Running second to 01 of Johnson, getting a little loose out of turn 1. And James the Hammer Hammonds looks to the inside into turn 3, and side by side, Earnshaw up high up against the wall. Bo Earnshaw running this like the Whirl of Outlaws do, way up high against the wall. Finally brings it down out of turn 4 on that lower apron. Steve Nolan now with a pass up to fourth, but Ray Malone is giving him a tussle off turn 2. Nolan makes the pass. Ron Malone running 5th. Super Phil Matthews 6th. Super Phil Matthews up in the upper groove. Ralph Cook down below off turn 4 action. Smotherman running 4th. Ron Malone 5th. Side by side into 3. It's Nolan and Johnson. Nolan makes a clean pass down the low side into 4. That's your leader, Bo Earnshaw, into turn 3. James the Hammer Hammond starting to reel Earnshaw in. Nolan 3rd. Steve Johnson running 4th. Here's your winner, Bo Earnshaw. James the Hammer Hammond 2nd. Steve Nolan 3rd. Steve Johnson 4th. Steve Smotherman 5th, and the 78 car of Ralph Cook. So Bo Earnshaw whipped the doggy down the main chute and takes the checkered flag. Second row inside, you'll find the number 91 car, sponsored in there by American Truck Parts and Eagle Snacks. Out of Porterville, your driver, Billy Noland. The number 75 car next in the lineup. Out of Harbor City, your driver, Robert Gurin. The number 57 car comes to us by Redondo Beach, or Santa Clara rather, Floyd Quackenbush. Lights out, we're about to go green. Daryl Hurd, first into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Last time the 57 car in the main event with the number 2 car had a whale of a race, and they're doing it again. Floyd Quackenbush in the 57 car running 2nd. Also in the lineup, the red number 91 of Steve Pounds, the number 97 Chris Laney out of Torrance, and the number 89 car, Carl Klein. Rob Gerwin off turn 2 gets underneath of Kenny Beard. Gerwin now up to 3rd. Your leader now in a turn 1. Daryl Hood with Floyd Quackenbush right on his bumper. Nose to tail down the back chute. Quackenbush running it hard after Hood. Turn 4 action. Chris Laney right on the back bumper of Rob Gerwin. Chris Laney in the number 97 car took a look underneath Gerwin off of 2 and could not make the pass. Laney down low, Gerwin up high. Kenny Beard running 5th. Billy Nolan. Oh, Carl Klein in turn 2 got on the backside of Billy Nolan. 6 down, 2 remain. That's your leader now going into turn 3. The black number 2 of Daryl Hood with Quackenbush sets the tires down low, trying to find the hook, trying to reel that leader in. White flag action one more time around. Currently running 3rd is the 75 car of Gerwin and then Chris Laney. And off turn 4, your winner, Daryl Hood. Floyd Quackenbush 2nd. Rob Gerwin in the 75 car 3rd. The number 97 of Chris Laney 4th. Turn 4 action. Billy Nolan 5th. Carl Klein 6th. Kenny Beard 7th. And Steve Pounds 8th. Boy, I tell you, Daryl Hood and Floyd Quackenbush kicking booty here tonight. Last time these two were in the main event a couple of weeks ago, they had that same kind of duel going. Back out here tonight, sponsored in there by the Bank Shot, your family billiards place, Bowles Nursery, known as the Stick, your driver, Tim Fisher. Outside front row, rookie into the late model vision, sponsored in by Bayview Pies, A1 Multi-Business, and Sam's Towing. Out of Bakersfield, your driver, Sammy Tucker. Second row inside, the black number 28, the Miller Genuine Draft Special. Out of Lancaster, your driver, Joe Whitlow. The number 83 car. The 19-year-old driver out of Bakersfield comes out of the IMCA modified for 94 and in a late model for 95, your driver, Dustin Abernathy. The number 74B also came to us by way of the modified street stocks of 94. Kicked some booty last week in the main event, sponsored by Rosedale Equipment Rental, your driver, Jeff Hilton. The number 51 car, currently second in points out of Bakersfield, your driver, Eric McWhorter. The points leader for 1995, the number 1 car, known as the Rocket Man, Scott Pounds. The number 13 car, also out of Bakersfield, your driver, no newcomer to this track, Barry Bradshaw. Lights out, we're looking for a green. So the green flag flies. Tim Fisher into turn 1 side by side with Tucker as Abernathy goes up high on the wall. Fisher stuck it deep into 3, made the transition. Fisher looking good, and Jeff Hilton making a muscle move out of 2 up to 3rd. Scott Pounds now running in that vying 4th position. Tucker opens the door, turn 2. Hilton now up to 2nd. Pounds up to 3rd, Tucker off the pace. Tim Fisher in the number 8 car, your leader. Jeff Hilton now running 2nd in the 74 car. Fisher bobbles, opens the door, Hilton up close. Hilton, a real clean driver down the back chute. And now Scott Pounds joins the hunt up front, running 3rd. Barry Bradshaw in the yellow number 13, now up to 6th. Oh, Hilton gets crossed up down in turn 4. Scott Pounds up to 2nd. Eric McWhorter 3rd and Jeff Hilton 4th. Barry Bradshaw now to 5th. White flag action, one more time around. Oh, these guys are quick tonight. And here comes your winner out of turn 4, Tim Fisher. Scott Pound 2nd, Eric McWhorter 3rd, Jeff Hilton 4th, Barry Bradshaw 5th, Joe Whitlow 6th. What a fast ride for Tim Fisher, catching all kinds of heat on the backside of him with Jeff Hilton, Eric McWhorter, and Scott Pounds. Hilton got in the lower apex of 3 and 4, upset the chassis, opened the door, up jumped Scott Pounds. Pounds moved up to 2nd at that point, and Eric McWhorter come up to 3rd, but there's your winner, Tim Fisher. Oh, Tucker hits the backside of Fisher. Boy, I'm not sure what all that was about. Tucker, normally a real cool-headed driver. The 02 car. Out of Santa Clarita, your driver, Marcus Mallet. The number 86 car. Sponsored by Cox Gunite. Delco Gunite, your driver, Chad Reichenbach. Next row inside the number 3 car, out of Porterville, the Macaulay Special, Mike Collins. The number 186 car, sponsored by Wayne Cox Gunite. Your driver, Shane Gray. Lights out, about to go green. Also, the number 41 car in the lineup, your driver, Bill Meyer out of Anaheim, and the number 95 car, Brian Criswell. And we're on the green. Larry Blake first into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. A lot of heavy action down the back chute. Up comes Mike Collins. Collins down low, Larry Blake up high. Collins with a move down the back chute. Finally makes the pass into turn 3. Blake second, Mallet third. Bill Meyer Jr. now running fourth. Chad Reichenbach takes a look under Myers. Larry Blake up high underneath the Subway sandwich sign. Tags the wall. Mike Collins, your leader, out of turn 4 with a good 10-car length advantage. Now up to second, Marcus Mallet. Bill Meyer Jr. running second. Chad Reichenbach takes a look at him. Myers underneath Marcus down the back chute. Bill Meyer Jr. now up to second. Marcus back to third. Chad Reichenbach in the number 86 car fourth. Shane Gray with a good pass on Larry Blake as we go white flag action. Number 3 car, Mike Collins, your leader. A real fight for second with the 41 car. Bill Myers opens the door with the 0-2 of Marcus Mallet in the number 3 corner. Chad Reichenbach on the heels. Collins down, Marcus with a look underneath. Second is Bill Myers Jr. Third is Marcus Mallet. Fourth goes to Chad Reichenbach. But your winner off turn 4 there, Mike Collins, with a big 15-car length win on the rest of the field. Oh, these late models are hooked up tonight. So we're about to go, next time around, we'll go green with these here little buggies. On the pole, you find the number 13 car. That's Gary Chevrolet. That's a 1937 black Chevrolet sedan. On the top side of him, you pick up the number 48 car. That's Ryan Bankhead, a 1937 red Ford Coupe. Second row inside, it's a number 10 car. Your driver there, John Mead, your current points leader, a 1937 Ford. Lights out, and we're on the gas. 13 car, first into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. That's Gary Chevrolet. Running second, the 48 of Ryan Bankhead. Running third, the number 31 car, Donovan Turnes. It's a 37 Chevrolet. The number 10 is your current points leader, driving a 37 Ford. All these are powered by 1200 cc Yamaha motorcycle engines. The number 31 car now taking a bid off of turn 2. Oh, a crash down the back chute. The 31 car of Donovan Turnes looked to the bottom side to get underneath the 48 car of Ryan Bankhead, and Bankhead came down and closed the door, and both of them collide out of turn 2. The number 34 car out there, that blue 1937. Your leader, the number 13 of Gary Chevrolet. Currently running second now, John Meade, the number 10 car. Ford and Chevrolet up front. Your leader in a Chevrolet running second, a Ford. And running third, also a Ford, that's Steve Stearns. Oh boy, Steve Stearns got real close to the main chute wall that time. I noticed a rookie flag on the back of his car, but he's driving a fast race up in that upper groove. White flag action, oh, spin out, turn 4. Just as we was talking about the rookie, up comes the jitterbug and he spins it out. The 56 car of Gary Ewing, currently 8th in points. Earnshaw, nice drive, bud. All right, we're on the green. White flag action one more time around. Out of turn 4 comes your winner, Gary Chevrolet, finishing second in the number 10, John Meade. The lady driver finishes up third, Jera Ray Schaefer. Fourth goes the 56 of Gary Ewing. And finally, the fifth qualifier, the number 13. Next up will be round 2 qualifying for the Legends. Outside second row, the number 12 car, Rod Anderson in a 1936 black and white Dodge Coupe. Second row inside, the number 52 car, Mike Furlong is a 37 red Chevrolet. Outside of him, the number 42 car, that's Steve Dyer in a 37 Chevrolet sedan. Next row inside, we'll pick up the number 7 car. What number is that? That's the number 2 car of Billy Helgeson, also a 37 Ford Coupe. Lights out, we're looking to go green. These guys don't start till they come to the start-finish line. Little different than ours. And we're on the green. Boy, a real quick number 12. That Dodge Coupe. Rod Anderson hooked up here tonight. Also in the lineup, the number 15, Art Novell. It's a 37 Chevrolet. That's your leader. They're coming out of turn 4 now, the number 12 of Rod Anderson. Boy, that 1200cc Yamaha is kicking booty. Down the backstretch into turn 3, the number 52 of Mike Furlong, running third. the number 2 got up close to the wall. Bill Helgeson. Helgeson settles in right behind the number 43 of Mike Cass. But your leader coming into turn 3, a good half a straightaway or a full straightaway lead, white flag action. He enters 1, second place off turn 2, the number 76 of Bob Graham. Graham running second, the number 52 of Mike Furlong third. And here comes your winner, off turn 4, Rod Anderson. Second goes to the number 76 of Bob Graham, 52 Mike Furlong third. Woo-wee. These guys are quick. Fourth goes to number 42 of Steve Dyer in a 37 Chevrolet. Real quick. What do you think about the legends, huh? Woo-wee. Little over 1,000 pounds and just over 1,000 cc's. Guys, definitely quick. Lights out, anticipation of a green this time. Crazy Kenny Hammond's revving up his motor, holding the pace down. Out of turn 4, we're on the green. Roger Remy off turn 2, your leader. Followed there by Crazy Kenny Hammonds as the zero car, Travis Grigsby gets lost. Oh, getting up into the wall. Ruthie Reed slams Ronnie Schmidt. Terry Brewer spins out to avoid contact with the 24 car of Adam Wren. We stay on the green. Jeff Houston's into turn 3, side by side with the Flying Hawaiian. And Houston's your leader. Roger Remy second. Steve Cargill now running third. Jerry Horlacker fourth. Crazy Kenny Hammonds fifth. James Deedy sixth. Ron Schmidt seventh. And Ruthie Reed the final transfer position. Oh, Roger Remy spins out in turn 4. Your leader off turn 2, Jeff Houston's. Running second, Steve Cargill. Kenny Hammonds third. Houston's now going into turn 3. When he comes off turn 4, he'll be looking at lap traffic. Houston's in the red and yellow, number 16, your leader. Steve Cargill just coming off turn 2 as your leader enters turn 3. But all kinds of traffic in front of that young 17-year-old Jeff Houston's. Houston's drops down low, turn 1, clears 2 cars. Oh, down the back chute out of turn 2. Horlacker, Hammonds, and Schmidt get tangled up. Oh, they pick up the left front of Ruthie Reed. And we're still on the green. Crazy Kenny Hammonds with a shortcut through the infield. Steve Cargill running second, enters into turn 1. Running third, the number 66 of James Deedy. Lacey Laura Ferris running fourth. Jam and Jerry Horlacker fifth. Right front flat on the 32 car. Oh! Crazy Kenny Hammonds smacks old Ron Schmidt. Spins out in turn one and collects your leader. Leader able to hang on to it. We go yellow. Holy mackerel. And your leader, Jeff Houston's able to slide by all of that melee. Houston sets the pace. Cargill starting to amp up, and we're on the green. Top 8 finishers will go to the main. Jim Deedy takes a look underneath Cargill as he came off turn 2. Jeff Houston picks up the white flag one more time around. Smoke starting coming out the number 11 car off the right rear. Steve Cargill running second, Jim Deedy third. Here comes your winner of the semi-main, Jeff Houston. Steve Cargill in the number 11 car second. Jim Deedy third. Laura Ferris by a whisker picks up fourth. Jammin' Jerry Horlacher, an inch behind her, picks up fifth. And beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. We do have the top 5 finishers: Houston's, Cargill, Deedy, Horlacher, and Ferris. Those 5 will transfer, plus 3 others, depending on where they were in the track finish. Top 8 will go to the main. Two car Steve Dyer out of Lomita, California. Outside front row, that real fast qualifier winner, the number 12 of Rod Anderson out of Riverside. Second row inside the number 52 car. Mike Furlong out of Northridge, California. Outside of him, you pick up the number 76 car. Your driver, Bob Graham out of Riverside. Next row inside the number 43 car. That's Mike Cass out of Winchester, California. Outside of him, the number 2 car of Bill Helgeson, also out of Riverside. Lights out, we're looking for the green this time around. Oh boy, that number 12 once again jumps up. First one into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Side-by-side racing action through turn 3 and 4. The number 76 car now running second. Bob Graham, the number 42, running third, Steve Dyer. Oh, Dyer almost got hit over in turn 2 by the 42 car. Bumping and grinding out of turn 2. The number 52 car was side by side. cc's of power. These guys are flying. 1,000 to 1,100 weight rule. Little banging and grinding back here with the number 2 car of Bill Helgeson. And the number 11 car of Brian Stewart out of Marietta, California. Your leader now into turn 1, looking at the backside of lap traffic. Gets around on the top side of the 56 car, Gary Ewing. Ewing rides him up high. Ewing says, no way. Your leader pushing on him as he enters into turn 1. The number 12 of Rod Anderson. And the number 56 of Gary Ewing. Ewing opens the door, then comes down and closes it. Oh, the second place runner hits the main wall down the main chute. Bob Graham starting to reel your leader in as they both finally got around lap traffic. Now looking at the lady driver in the number 34 car, Gerald Ray Schaefer out of La Quinta, California, and that pretty blue number 34. Anderson sticks it underneath going into 3. Side by side, the lady driver and Anderson. Turn 2 action, all the cars stacked together pretty tight there. All these cars pretty well matched, 2 abreast going into turn 3. That's the 15 car of Art Novell. On the backside of the number 2 car, Bill Helgeson. Oh, falling off the pace down the, airborne momentarily, the number 2 car hits the wall. That's Bill Helgeson. We go yellow on the track. The office, they'll give you a certificate there. All right, thank you. All right, back on the green. I believe it's 13 laps down, 7 to go. Your leader, the number 12 of Rod Anderson. Running second, the number 76 car, Bob Graham out of Riverside. Graham been trying to reel that leader in. Before we went yellow, he had it up and going, but now dropped back off the pace. The number 52 car now makes a pass on the lady driver, the 52 car, Mike Furlong. And a car comes up laying down the main chute. Car died, he got it refired. $16 down, 4 to go. Your leader in the number 12, Rod Anderson. Look out into turn 3. Oh, the 52 car went wild. Got it refired. That's Mike Furlong, was running up in that 4th position. Lost the handle on it. Not a real happy camper at this point. $18 down, 1.5 laps to go. White flag action. Rod Anderson, your leader. The 76 car dragging his rear bumper. Bob Graham running second. Here's your winner off turn 4, Rod Anderson. Bob Graham finishing second in the 76 car. Oh, these guys are quick. Holy mackerel, 1,200 cc's of power. These guys are fast. And that number 12 of Rod Anderson showing them how the hog eats the cabbage here tonight, takes the main event win. Second row inside, this 76P car, Jerry Morgantini. Outside, second row, the number 14 car out of Bakersfield, your driver, Rick Henderson. Third row inside, the number 53 car out of Hanford, your driver, Frank Reed. Third row outside, the yellow number 37, sponsored in there by Bleacher Bums and Nails by Lori, known as Gentleman Tim Bewley. Now we move back to the fourth row, that white Nova, the number 61, representing Taft, California, your driver, Mike Sparks. The number 49 car, sponsored in there by A1 Springs, comes to us by the way of Shafter, your driver, Lloyd Reed. The number 25 car next in the lineup, brought to you by Bryant's Radiator and California Raceway Video, along with U-Pick Save, known as the Front Yard Dog, your driver, Roger Herrick. Roger Herrick. The number 16 car out of Bakersfield. Great young driver, Danny Lewis. Finished second in the main event last week was Lewis. Third was Roger Herrick. And then your points leader, the next row back, the blue Monte Carlo, the 01, your driver, Billy, the Boot Out House Irwin. Outside of Billy Irwin, the number 5 car. Your driver out of Bakersfield, Brian Reed. And the winner of last week's main event picked up the semi-main event here this evening, the number 16 H car, the young 17-year-old out of Porterville, Jeff Houston's. Outside of Jeff, the number 11 car. He was your 1994 Driver of the Year. Sponsored in there by C&L Auto and Sutton Chevron. We call him Speedy Steve Cargill. Next car in the lineup, the number 66 car, your driver, also out of Bakersfield, James Deedy. The number 24 car, that Jeff Gordon lookalike, your driver, Adam Wren. Lights out as we go to the green thing, Jammin' Jerry Horlacker, the Flying Hawaiian, Roger Remy, and Ronnie Schmidt. We're on the green. Ben Mock, first one into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Rick Henderson bobbled, went up high in the groove. Virgil Riddle running second. Morgantini third. Virgil Riddle using that upper groove, got a lot of RPM off too. Riddle up high, Mock down low. Side by side into one. Riddle sticks it deep into turn 1. Hangs on to it. Flat tire on the Roger Remy car. Hits Adam Wren, spins him out. Running 7th, the front yard dog, Roger Herrick. Right behind him, gentleman Tim Bewley. Jerry Morgantini running 3rd. Rick Henderson 4th. Frank Reed 5th. Herrick up to 6th. Herrick gets a left tap from Sparks. Bewley and Billy the Boot Irwin down into turn 3, side by side. Riddle gets hammered down the main chute. Your leader now, the number 77 of Ben Mock. Morgantini 2nd. Virgil Riddle 3rd. Henderson still 4th. Herrick on the high side out of turn 2, competing there with Frank Reed. Henderson going into 3 underneath of Mike Sparks, side by side. They run in the lap traffic. Virgil Riddle comes up high, opens the door. Henderson now up to 3rd. Rick Henderson now 3rd with Virgil Riddle 4th. Frank Reed 5th, Roger Herrick 6th. Frank Reed on the top side of Riddle makes a pass. Herrick makes a pass. Frank Reed now 4th, Herrick 5th. Spin out in turn 4, that's the 69 car of Riddle. Out of turn 2, you got Frank Reed and Herrick, but a yellow flag comes out for the 69 car of Riddle. What a battle going on with the 53 car and the 25 car of Herrick and Reed. We're going to go green down the back chute. Ben Mock sets the pace out in the back chute. And we're on the gas. Up high out of turn 3, Roger Herrick makes a move. Herrick and Reed dueling and going into 1. Herrick up high, Reed down low. Herrick got up into marbles, lost the traction, opened the door, and up jumps the 61 of Mike Spark. Uh-oh, Rick Henderson, a lot of smoke, looked like a motor will let go. Henderson was running 3rd at the time. And we go yellow for Rick Henderson. Tough break. Henderson was kicking some booty there, running 3rd when it looked like his engine expired. Fire crew quickly over there. Phil Cummins with the fire extinguisher looking under the hood. Apparently just oil coming out of that motor. Contini 2nd. Frank Reed 3rd. We're on the green. Bumpers locked down the main chute. Brian Reed and Danny Lewis. Lewis gets drove off the track out of turn 1. James Deedy out of turn 4, getting underneath of Lloyd Reed. Reed with a little bit more muscle, re-inherits that position as he goes into turn 2. Frank Reed opens the door as he runs 3rd right now. Mike Sparks right behind him, 4th. Roger Herrick 5th, trying to get underneath of Sparks. Oh, Sparks drops an axle on the back chute. Mike Sparks lets his wheel go as he came down the back chute. And the white number 61, caught up in that melee also, was Jeff Houston's. Tremendous amount of smoke coming out the backside of Tim Bewley's car. So we see the number 69 car, Virgil Riddle, left rear axle broke on his car going off the track. Lights out now, looking for a restart. And we're on the green. Mock bobbles a little bit at turn 1. Got on that inside apron, upset the chassis. Herrick up in that upper groove, taking a look on the top side of Frank Reed. Got an RPM build-up. Also dragging with him the 0-1 of Billy Irwin. Morgantini looking to take Ben Mock, and Roger Herrick makes a high dive into 3. Herrick now up to 3rd. Morgantini gets loose off turn 2. Herrick sticks his nose underneath and backs off of that fast acceleration. Ben Mock in the 77 is your leader. Jerry Morgantini running a strong 2nd. Morgantini opens the door for Herrick. Herrick makes a pass on Morgantini, and now he's got Mock. Roger Herrick, the 25 car, your new leader. Ben Mock 2nd. Jeff Houston's now up to 3rd. Billy Irwin, muscle job on Frank Reed. Irwin now up to 4th. Jeff Houston sticks it deep into 3, trying to get under Ben Mock. They make connection, and Houston's makes the pass. Holy mackerel. Herrick gets wild off turn 2, hits the inside berm, gathers it back up. Now you see Jeff Houston's white flag action. Houston starting to reel your leader in, Roger Herrick. Houston gets in the quarter panel of Herrick. Houston spins Herrick out down the back chute. Billy Irwin takes the lead. Checkered flag this time through, your leader, Billy Irwin. Houston Houston's gets a black flag. Oh my gosh. The 25 car of Herrick has gotta be hot. Herrick is livid right now with that spin job from Houston's down the back. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being the driver of the 25 car? You have a half a lap to go to win the main event, and Spinny Lupo got taken out down the back chute. Unreal. Herrick with a right rear flat on that, but there's your proud winner, Billy the Boot Outhouse Irwin. Let him hear it. His big brother out there, big old Jimmy Irwin. Outhouse, how do you feel? That young lad is elated. By golly, he's a rookie into this here division and comes out here and maintains his point lead. Oh my gosh, he says, gives his lady a big old hug. Goes down to the infield right now with trophy presentation. Photos by Mike Wood. Presentation by our trophy queen. Our trophy queen, plus Taylor. Front row, the number 6 car, your driver out of Trona, Larry Blake. Second row inside, the number 86 car. Out of Bakersfield, that is Chad Reichenbach. Outside second row, the 02, Marcus Mallet. Inside third row, the number 3, Mike Collins. Outside third row, the number 74, Jeff Hilton. Lights are on, we're on the green. First one into turn 1 off turn 2, Joe Whitlow. Hilton, 3 abreast out of 4. Hilton pops up to 5th now behind Collins. Down the back chute, a pass attempt with Chad Reichenbach. Whitlow sticks it deep into the 3. Out of 4, your new leader, Chad Reichenbach. Whitlow second. The 02 of Marcus Mallet running third. Mike Collins in the orange number 3, fourth. Jeff Hilton running 5th. Mallet gets into the number 2 corner and makes contact with Whitlow. Whitlow drops back. Marcus Mallet having some trouble staying stable through the transition of 3 and 4. Mike Collins now running 2nd. Mallet 3rd, and Jeff Hilton up to 4th. Myers now running 5th. Hilton took a look at Mallet, decided to back off a bit. Behind Hilton, you have Myers and then Barry Bradshaw in the yellow number 13. Eric McCorder in the 51 car sticks it deep into 3, and Scott Pounds gets loose. Whitlow hits the main wall right below the checkered flag stand. That's your leader now going into turn 3. The 86 car Chad Reichenbach now looking at lap traffic. Chad Reichenbach in 86 car now off turn 2. Reichenbach looking at the sister car, the 186 is Sean Gray. Hilton running 3rd. Marcus Mallet 4th. Myers 5th. Your leader sticks it deep into 3. Off turn 4. Sean Gray goes down a lap. Your leader now looking at the backside of lap traffic. That's the 01 of Sam Tucker. And the number 95, the Ford-powered driver, Brian Criswell. Tucker opens the door for your leader. Marcus Mallet came off turn 2, got crossed up sideways. Picks up Larry Blake. Blake hits the backside of Mallet. Your leader now into turn 1. Whoa, the 83 car, Dustin Abernathy, also hits the main chute wall. Hilton running third. Mike Collins second. Your leader Chad Reichenbach first. Reichenbach off turn 2 as Collins goes into 1. Collins off 2 as Hilton goes into 1. Myers comes off turn 2 running fourth. Barry Bradshaw off turn 4, the yellow number 13. Several championships won by that young driver, making his debut out here, second time for 1995. Your leader into turn 3, Chad Reichenbach. All kinds of traffic in front of him. Running second, the 3 car of Collins, as Abernathy up in the wall, up in turn 2. Looks like he has a right front flat on that yellow 83 car. That's your leader going into turn 3, getting underneath of Sean Gray. Now looking at the backside of the 28 car, Joe Whitlow. Oh, up in smoke. Your second place runner, Mike Collins. Collins was running second at the time, up in smoke. Oh my gosh. Talking to Mike Collins' crew earlier in the evening, they felt like that they had what it was going to take to win the main event. He was showing a lot of power. Collins was running second at the time. He went up in smoke. Now retired for the evening. The number 3 car, the Hank McCauley Special, Mike Collins. So that yellow flag will allow us to bunch these cars back up. Now running second will be the 74 car of Jeff Hilton. And we're on the gas. Larry Blake opens the door. Hilton takes up, moves up another car. Mallet opens the door for Hilton. Sean Gray opens the door for Hilton. Hilton has a clear track now to reel the leader in, Reichenbach. Brian Criswell driving a nice race in that white number 95, an all Ford powered late model. Barry Bradshaw now up to third. Bradshaw gets hit on the backside from Criswell. Oh, your leader out of competition. Down the back chute, Chad Reichenbach. Something broke on your leader, Chad Reichenbach. Guess who makes your leader now? The Don Warren Special, Jeff Hilton, your leader. Two weeks in a row. Can he make it 2 weeks? A sweep. A two-peat is what Hilton's looking for now, as he is your lead. Hilton first, Bradshaw second, Eric McWhorter third. I'm not sure where Scott Pounds is in his competition. One more lap to go. McWhorter made a pass on Bradshaw. McWhorter now second. Here comes your repeat main event winner, Jeff Hilton! Eric McWhorter second. Holy mackerel, a repeat for the 74B, Jeff Hilton! A real battle was building there with Eric McWhorter, run a great race, finishing second. The Rocket Man, Scott Pounds, came up there. I'm not sure where he finished. He had gone off the track. Barry Bradshaw also right in the hunt of things. We'll see if we can get an official rundown. By chance, can we get a top 4 or 5 finish on that?
Fourth place is 13.
Probably no last 4 now. No, that's what's waiting right now.
And third?
Third is 1. Moser, make sure you win.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear it. Your winner, Jeff Hilton. A1 multi-business, your driver, Bo Earnshaw. Second row inside the number 91 car, your driver, Billy Nolan, the 52 car. James the Hammer Hammonds, third row inside the number 2 of Dashing Darrell Hood, the number 75 of Rob Gerwin, the 78 of Ralph Cook, the 57 of Floyd Quackenbush. Lights out, we're looking for the green. No green. One thing to keep in mind, we did apply a new layer of moisture on the track, being a little slippery out there. Earnshaw, a little anticipatory of the green flag coming out. Lay a friendly wager on it, maybe a cold beer or a Pepsi-Cola, and see if you can pick the winner here tonight. Lights out, will look to go green out of turn 4. Zero 1 car, Steve Johnson sets the pace into 3. Here the amps start coming up as engines rev up and they're on the gas. Earnshaw, first into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Running second, James the Hammer Hammonds. Rob Gerwin third. Fourth is Floyd Quackenbush. Steve Johnson back to 5th. Quackenbush on the high side off of 2. Quackenbush makes the pass into turn 3, running second. Floyd Quackenbush right on the backside of your leader, Earnshaw. Quackenbush takes a look underneath the hood. Quackenbush off turn 2. Got underneath him for a moment, but could not keep the mustard on the doggy. Earnshaw opens the door for Quackenbush. Side by side down the main chute. Earnshaw fighting off a hard charging 57 car of Quackenbush. Earnshaw opens the door and once again, Quackenbush right there. Yellow flag on the track. Kenny Beard loses a tire off the right side of his car. What a battle up front between Earnshaw and Quackenbush. Of course, we're looking for Marcus Mallet right now to join up with Don Warren. If we can find Marcus Mallet, come up to the press tower. Lights out, we're looking for a green. Quackenbush with a high ride move up high into 3. Quackenbush comes out of 4, your leader. Earnshaw bobbles in turn 2. Oh, Hammonds gets pushed up on the top side of Earnshaw by Laney. Cars spread out all over as Earnshaw falls off the pace. A tire broke off of Earnshaw's car into the infield. Right rear flat on Bo Earnshaw. The 57 car of Floyd Quackenbush, your leader. Rob Gerwin second. Chris Laney third. Billy Nolan fourth. Steve Nolan fifth. Steve Nolan with the pass going into 3 on Billy Nolan. Makes the pass. Steve Nolan now up to 5th. Super Phil Matthews now in 9th place. Your leader now coming into turn 1. Lap traffic looking down the main chute. Quackenbush down the back chute now looks at lap traffic. Ron Malone in the black number 3B running second. Oh, your leader in a wreck in turn 3. A tire broke loose over there. It collected your leader, Floyd Quackenbush. Bo Earnshaw now back out on the track with a new right rear tire. Now we're getting some medical attention being given to the driver of the number 63 car, Kenny Pierce. And we're on the gas. Chris Laney takes a look underneath as Gerwin opened the door, got up high. Steve Nolan now making a bid for second. And Nolan makes the pass. Gerwin back to third. Smotherman sticks it deep into turn 3, trying to get underneath the 52 car of Hammonds. Turn 2 actions. Steve Nolan gets a quarter panel inside of Chris Laney. Laney hooked up sideways through 3 and 4. Laney able to hang on to that lead, but now moving up is the 4J of Super Phil Matthews. Matthews now up to 6th in that Chad Jeffrey special. You see Steve Nolan now going down the back chute, entering into turn 3. Laney sticks it sideways. Nolan trying to make it his 6th main event win this year. Out of 8 attempts, Nolan running 2nd, Billy Nolan 3rd, Rob Gerwin 4th, Steve Smotherman 5th, Ron Malone spinning out in turn 2. Oh, almost collected up Steve Nolan. "21 down, 4 laps remaining. 21 laps down. Laney gets sideways out of 4. Chris Laney in that West Coast salvage car is trying to hang on to the mustard. 22 down, 3 remain. Steve Nolan right on his back bumper. That's your 2 leaders there. Chris Laney, the number 97 car, with Nolan on his backside. Nolan sticking it deep into 3. Side by side through 3 and 4. Laney takes the white flag. One more time around. Nolan down low, Laney up high. Nolan makes the pass down the back chute. Nolan gets a left tap from Laney. Laney off turn 4. And Laney by a bumper! Chris Laney by a bumper. Nolan 2nd. Popped him up high, and your winner now out of the car. Let him hear it. Chris Laney!
Don't let the people go in the pit.
Yeah. Plus 44 minutes. No, he hung out there.
All right, we'll let that. We'll open up that gate over there in turn 1 in about 10 minutes. Everybody, hang on. We can't let you in right now. We're gonna let the cars all get parked and all. But down on the pit side, there's your winner. Now let him hear it, Chris Laney. Oh! That wraps up another great show here tonight at the Bakersfield Speedway. All kinds of action brought to you, of course, by California Raceway Video. We got all this action coming back again next Friday and Saturday. We have the 2-night event. That'll be the Memorial Day Harvey Hall Summer Classic, where we'll have the late models, the modified streets, the hobbies, and the IMCA modifieds. A little adjustment to the modifieds in that the modified street stocks will be running 4 bells, as well as the late models. Of course, late models will also be running alcohol with a modification to the wheelbase, will allow a 105-inch wheelbase. So if you liked all this race action, don't forget the California Raceway Video brings all this stuff to you every week, green flag to green flag, and you can pick up order forms, or we have the tapes right here with us each and every week, and we visit over at Lamppost Pizza each and every night, and we show all the videos from the previous week. So until next week, this is the Race Doctor, Mike Mosier, on behalf of California Raceway Video, saying good night to y'all, take care, and may God bless each and every one of you. And I